All right, Salami as Delhi. No surprises there. BC as China. Also not surprised with this combo. And then Lash playing as the French, my all-time favorite French. And Core, our beloved Core, playing as English. Prediction is also on for those of you in the chat who'd like to predict the outcome. I will say Core even called himself an underdog, so this will be a really fun matchup. We've got scouts running around the map. Dry Arabia, relatively open. One of the most common maps that we see matchups on. Pretty simple, flat, groups of trees, little groups of stealth forests. Nothing too exciting. 2 markets on opposite sides of the map. We do have 3 boars, surprisingly not 4 boars, so somebody will be out of a boar, but that doesn't matter because Delhi can't have boar. So most players seem to be going up with their first landmark around the under 3 minute mark. BC holding off for a bit, going to be placing the Imperial Academy down first alongside the gold mine. Core will be also placing a council hall down, so hopefully see some longbowmen. If not, it's just nice to have longbowman production if you want. A little bit of a scout battle going on here on the front lines. Both scouts going down. This villager seems to have survived. It looks like Delhi is trying to secure some of the sacred sites early. Smart move from Salami, with especially an aggressive game, which will be 2v2. We also see School of Cav Knight already queued up for Lash. This is key to survival as the French. Imperial Academy just gets down about the 450 mark. Also, I need to put my banana bread over the timer for a second for you guys. Hold on. Where's my bread? Banana bread timer cover. We see a little bit more scout wars going on, scout harassment between all 4 players, kind of getting in on the action here. Not gonna lie, let's see. Figured this would kind of be a little bit of a battleground. Scout has been put inside there to just heal up for a bit. Also, thank y'all for the follows. I appreciate it. We shall see. Looks like Delhi is, Salami is placing down a stable as well as a barracks. So a few out, and both players are going up for a very strong wall. I do see a pretty heavy rush of both players coming out right now for French and English. This is the golden combo. You've got your French knights super strong, and your longbowmen who have just that extra range that you need. I think they're going to be able to deny this wall going up for Salami right now, which is key to survival, as leaving the map as open. One of the nice things about Dry Arabia is that it is open, and also one of the worst things about Dry Arabia is that it's open. It looks like BC, though, will be able to get up most of the wall to prevent some harassment. Going to be able to funnel in any of the enemy this way. I'm going to be checking back in on Salami. It looks like Lash and Core are kind of hanging out at the front lines. A little bit of a tower rush. We have also caught up to live, so everything is not double, and I can stop talking so fast. I'll take it down, guys. I'll take the Stream Beats thing down. Actually, that's just showing my songs. There you go. Usually, the Observer UI is new, so I used to have it down here, but I probably should move it back down. Looks like we've got quite a bit of military amassed up from Core. We've got, I don't even know, let's see. Looks like we've got a good group of 18 longbowmen. Lash continues to pour out some pretty heavy cavalry, and we have BCQT out here doing some harassment as well with the horsemen. They're just a lot faster, gonna be able to catch up that line of Core's longbowmen, who he's sending them back right now. Both players down on the south side have chosen to wall up, but Core and Lash have decided not to, so they're gonna have to kind of fend off this raiding group from BC right now. It looks like Salami is still getting tower rushed. Tower will be canceled as the horsemen take out that one villager. Group of longbowmen coming back to the front lines, kind of just hovering here safely. There's a pretty big group of horsemen at the back line, going to be chased off by these royal knights that Lash has, and it seems that Core is now towering up. Also, thank you for the hydrate as well. It's a very nice UI. I agree with chat. I love it. It's easy to see everyone. A little bit more harassment coming down on the side. It looks like both players are just gonna wait to go in. Salami has moved all Veils over back towards this wood line. Knight coming in as well, gonna be doing more damage to a couple villagers, not going to be fully going down. On BC's side, we see a couple barracks and a couple stables, so everyone seems to be going a spear cav route besides Core. So we got to keep an eye though on the group BC has on the center main tower on stone, going to be taken out. Probably is going to use this for another TC, which is, wow, BC had just enough, doesn't even matter at that point. Zero cool, if I click on cinematic mode, we're gonna lose all of the stats. So I can't use it completely for the banana bread. Oh, BC gonna be getting a pretty good harassment, locking in a couple villagers, gonna be taken out right there. It looks like Core also is still in the base of BC, so a lot of counter raiding happening between both teams. Salami seems to be a little bit hunkered down in the main base just because it's a little bit hard for him to get out without running into a bunch of knights. Two more knights from Lash are going to be making their way into the base as well. Wow. So the stone has been denied by BC, not enough to deny the second TC. So we've got two TCs from BC at this point already within the first 10 minutes or so of the game. Despite the heavy action from Core and Lash, not in time. One of the knights, royal knights, are going down on this back gold. I will say Salami has quite a bit of spears out there. Going to be playing a little bit of tag right now. Hopefully they'll turn around before they get too tired. Imagine if there was like fatigue for your units. They start slowing down after a certain amount of time just from running so much. All right, more of BC's horse group is going to be taking out another villager from Core. Core can't seem to get up another tower. They're also going to be heading back to some of the main base areas. Knights also continue diving back in towards Salami's base. Salami hasn't gotten up this wall entirely yet. I wonder if he'll decide to do that or if he'll decide to kind of just wait it out. I see quite a bit of movement on the front lines though. Ram going to be heading in towards BC's base, taking out one of the stables. They'll probably be able to get it down. You do have to watch out. There's double town centers right here. They'll be able to get both range on. Most of Core's units can't handle that much damage. And we see on the front line Salami coming to defend for BC. That stable though is not salvageable and will probably be burning to the ground. Unfortunately, it looks like Core's longbowmen are completely trapped in between BC and Salami. Most of them getting cleaned up. small group of 6 have survived, and more of a chase between Lash's Knights and Salami Spearmen. And we see on the back line, BC going in towards Core, going to be doing a lot more raiding, taking out most of that back wood line. Core was in the middle of building a house. Unfortunately, that house is not going to be fully built on time. Oof. Hopefully those horses get taken out soon. Longbowmen are pretty strong. The only thing is the horse's speed. It's really hard to defend against that. I also see a defense sound coming off here. We see 2 of the knights getting harassed. It looks like an all-in from both players, trying to send out so many knights. Lash is doing the best because they can. It's hard to keep up a strong eco with sending out so many knights when, like, literally, if you look at the gold amount BC has right now, and once BC gets up to Castle Age, that's just gonna be like still a lot in store. So that eco difference right there is a lot. Same with Salami, both of them really heavy on the gold at this point. There hasn't been a lot of denial of the gold. Salami also seems to be taking over the center sacred site, which, you know, I think he's actually going to be able to take over all 3 at once. Really, the southern sacred site seems to be a little bit quiet, but most of the military from Salami is out here. If we take a look at the numbers here, you can look up. Most of the military are similar in size, besides Lash. Lash, though, has only Royal Knights. Salami has a good mix, and the only thing with Core is that I think Core only has let's look at Core's military is only Longbowmen, which they are strong, but they're not super strong. Oricon, what do you mean you want to put the fog of war? The who sees what is kind of hard right now. And it looks like Core and Lash are going to be taking over that sacred site that Salami literally just secured. We have more. Let's look at the production for Lash as well. We're going to be able to see there is more stable, so kind of triple stable set up. I see a trail of Royal Knights coming down to the sacred sites and another push towards the Salami space. Although this is only one knight, I wonder if that knight was kind of rogue. At the front lines, BC is going up with for Castle Age. Salami has already been up in Castle Age for quite a bit of time now with Compound of the Defender. And we see another push in from Core and Lash towards towards Salami's base. BC has reached the Castle Age. The other team seems to be kind of saving up to go up, especially Core is getting closer. We do see quite a bit of military in the main base of Salami, although most of the military is back here on the edge, going to be able to push in a lot of spearmen. So we're going to really be relying on Core's. Oh gosh, that elephant just came out right on top of the longbowmen. Those longbowmen are not going to be able to survive this. There's just like pink and purple. I love the color combos they chose. They chose pink and purple too. Very great. Just a lot of spearmen here. I don't think this elephant's going to be able to be taken down at this point. We'll see several of the spear group dwindling and Core's longbowmen holding on as long as they can. There's just enough horsemen in that group that are going to be able to clean that up, and Core's losing out on the entire military, down to a military of 7 now. And we see Beastie and Salami up to 60 combined. We also see right here on the south side of the map, a couple of the knights going to be cleaned up by the elephant and horseman combo. Lots of pinging going on, lots of groups, a little bit more harassment out on Beastie's side. Going to be taking out the oh my gosh, just missed taking out the Imperial official, but that would have been a really good win for Lash, just because that's the gold income for BC right now. It's coming in so quickly. both players, we've got 3 players up to Castle Age, including Core. Core decided to invest in that King's Palace. Hopefully a little bit more villagers coming out. We do see a huge eco lead from BCQT. I'm just laughing because we've seen BCs build like this before. We know what's coming. It's just so hard to defend against this, especially when those palisade walls came up so early. That really helped in the long run. And look at this. What is this going on here? Look at these granaries already farmed out for Beastie. Salami doing a little bit, playing a little bit of tag once again on the main area of his base. And we see Lash over here gathering up more gold. Lash still hasn't gone up. Looks like they're going up to Castle Age right now. Has a little bit of a proxy farming base, which is pretty exposed. So if Salami sights that out, that those villagers are not going to be very safe, although there are 2 towers, so possibly, but that elephant can take down a tower really quickly, although that elephant is also going down. It looks like Salami's back out on the field trying to secure more sacred sites, and we see quite a bit of military stocked up from Beastie in a group of 65 right now. Core is at hovering around 26, only has longbowmen. No other units, gone all in. It looks like both Lash and Core seem to team up right now with whatever units they have. Lash trying to heal up several of the knights before he heads over to the aid of his teammate. Oh, and a forward keep has been dropped by Beastie. I don't think Core's going to be able to deny that at this point. We do see a Wololo getting off right now. Beastie going to be able to run out of that ring before that happens and going towards a couple of the farms at the corner of the base. Right now, this is not looking good for Core. As Core tries to recover as best they can, moving in some of the villagers towards the back of the base. Got a triple archery range. No other units are going to be able to come out. Really what they need right now is a combo group of spears and archers. I think Lash is making his way over towards that map. We do see a second keep getting canceled by BC. BC's just being super aggressive at this point. He's got the eco to do it. He's pop capped. Salami hanging out on the back side, gathering up all of the sacred sites. It looks like dropping down a keep. The south sacred site though hasn't been captured yet by Salami, so we'll see if that happens. But it looks like Core's base is yeah, not looking good for Core. Also not looking good for Lash as well. Just the combo that BC has with the speed of the horsemen, they can really butt up against any of the knights that are coming through, hold them there and allow the spears to catch up. So even though like you would technically consider these horsemen weaker than the Royal Knights, they do a really good job of creating that wall and blocking for them. We also see on the south side of Lash's base, Salami coming in with a couple elephants, and we get the tap out from Core and Lash, our team, our underdog team, doing the best as they can. But Dry Arabia is just such an open map. It wasn't enough to hold against BC and Salami, but we'll see in the next game if they're able to get a win.